Have you ever walked through a crowded street, surrounded by noise, flashing lights, and 100 conversations, yet felt completely alone? Not in a sad way, but as if you were observing it all, a quiet witness to a world that doesn't quite feel like yours. You wonder why everyone is in such a rush. Why constant stimulation is mistaken for joy. Why depth feels so rare. You, perhaps, are an old soul. But what does that mean? An old soul isn't necessarily someone with gray hair and decades behind them. It's a spirit that has walked through time, lifetime after lifetime, gathering wisdom, love, pain, and purpose. And now, it finds itself here, in this fast-moving modern world, remembering something older, something truer. Let's explore the signs that you may be an old soul living in a time that often forgets what truly matters. 1. You've always felt older than your age. From a young age, you felt like you were on the outside looking in. While other kids played loud games, you were thinking deeply. You asked questions no one else seemed to ask. You noticed small things, the sadness in someone's eyes, the silence between words, the stories behind faces. People may have told you, you're so mature for your age, or even, you're like a little old man/woman. But to you, it was natural. You weren't trying to be different, you just were. You saw things others missed. You felt things they hadn't learned to feel yet. And sometimes, that felt lonely. But also, sacred. 2. You seek meaning over distraction. In a world obsessed with trends, you seek truth. You don't care what's popular, you care what's real. While others scroll through endless feeds, you ask, what's the purpose of this? Why am I here? What am I meant to learn, to give, to become? You're not impressed by status, labels, or fame. Instead, you're moved by authenticity, by kindness, by the quiet courage to be oneself. One genuine conversation means more to you than 1,000 empty interactions. 3. You feel a deep connection to the past. Old music makes your soul sing. Ancient temples, forgotten languages, vintage photographs, they stir something deep inside. Sometimes, you feel nostalgic for places you've never visited, for eras you've never lived. Why? Maybe because you did. Maybe your soul remembers. You don't just learn history, you feel it. You honor those who came before you. You sense their presence in art, in architecture, in old books. You're drawn to the timeless, because your soul is part of that continuum. 4. Solitude feels sacred to you. Being alone doesn't frighten you, it restores you. In stillness, you hear the voice of your soul. You reconnect with what matters. While the world chases constant connection, you retreat to reconnect with your essence. Walks in nature, long baths, silent mornings with tea, these aren't just habits, they are rituals. You've learned that in solitude, truth whispers. And you are one of the rare people who listens. 5. You are deeply intuitive. Old souls are often gifted with powerful intuition. You can sense when something is wrong before it's said. You feel the energy of a room the moment you step inside. You can read people, not by their words, but by their silences. Some may call it empathy. Others call it sensitivity. But you know, it's more than that. It's a knowing. An ancient compass guiding you through the chaos of modern life. And when you trust it, it never leads you astray. 6. Materialism doesn't satisfy you. You may appreciate beautiful things, but you've never been defined by what you own. The latest phone, the trendiest clothes, the most likes online, they don't hold meaning for you. You seek value in experiences, not possessions. In moments of presence, not price tags. For you, a sunset with someone you love is worth more than anything money could buy. You are rich in spirit. And that is a rare and precious wealth. 7. You feel the world's joy and pain deeply. Old souls often carry ancient hearts. You weep at beauty, a melody, a gesture, a simple act of kindness. And you ache at injustice, even if it doesn't affect you personally. You're not too sensitive, you are tuned in. You are a vessel for emotion, for compassion, for remembering what others forget, that we are all connected. That life is sacred. Your heart may have broken many times, but every crack made it wiser. And softer. And more open. 8. You're wary of the digital world. You see its value, of course. But you also see its danger. Endless scrolling, shallow communication, curated lives, these things can feel like noise to you. You long for eye contact. For real laughter. For the kind of presence that doesn't require Wi-Fi. And though you may use technology, your soul belongs to forests, firelight, and face-to-face conversation. 9. You are drawn to the spiritual path. Not necessarily religion, but truth. You've always sensed that there's more to life than what we can see. You believe in something bigger, whether you call it God, the universe, source, or simply love. You ask big questions. Why are we here? What happens when we die? Is there a soul? And slowly, piece by piece, you find answers. Not from books or lectures, but from within. You remember. Because deep down, you always knew. 10. You awaken others without trying. Your presence is calming. Your words make people think. Sometimes strangers open up to you, telling you their life story without knowing why. It's because you carry a certain energy. A knowing. A peace. You don't preach. You don't push. But just by being who you are, you help others remember who they are. That's the quiet power of an old soul, not to lead loudly, but to light the way. So, what now? Living as an old soul in a modern world isn't always easy. It can feel isolating, even painful. But it's also a sacred role. You are a bridge between the ancient and the new. Between forgotten wisdom and future healing. The world needs you, your softness, your slowness, your truth. So don't rush. Don't numb yourself to fit in. Keep choosing depth. Keep listening inward. Keep walking your path, even if others don't understand it yet. Because your soul didn't come here to follow the world. It came to remind the world of what it's forgotten.